There was a thing that said that you were coming, going to be here in a little while or whatever, however it
Oh,
went. The
okay, good.
you know,
I
uh,
didn't see it, so
yeah, when you go in through StreamYard that way, it it you're not live, but it puts a
a coming soon kind of thing.
yeah, it puts a oh, well, it makes a spot for your live stream to come into.
Yeah.
So,
All righty. Well, hello, folks. I see there's a couple of people out there. Don't see any comments yet, but we're glad you're here.
there's
Tanya,
Deborah. Hello, Deborah.
hi, Deborah. Tanya and I are on here together. My daughter's out here with me, and she can't hear what's going on because she doesn't have headphones. So she couldn't read chat anyway because of the angle of where she's sitting. So if y'all have anything to say to her, I'll be repeating it. If you have any questions, I'll ask her. And hopefully she'll speak up where you can hear her. Um, she
Hi,
just ran
Janet,
away.
Holly, and Teresa, and Joyce, and Catarese, and Lori.
Hi,
Catarese
all. It's good to see all of you.
and Deborah. Hi, everybody. I hope I don't sound too funny. Jeffrey gave me his head cold.
Oh, no.
Well, I thought last week I was going to have it. I had had a scratchy throat and a funny ear, and then yesterday I started sneezing, and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'll tell her
So,
in a minute, Janice, when she comes back. She just jumped up and ran out. Oh, she was, I bet, going to get the drawings. Did you get your drawings? Okay. I told her earlier today that.
That's what I went in for.
Okay. Well, here's a painting she did yesterday.
oh,
Isn't that pretty?
it's beautiful.
Tanya says it's beautiful. And then I'll show you some of her drawings, her line drawings. My camera's trying to focus.
Yeah, it's wanting to focus on him.
Pansy, a hand.
Oh my,
It's good, isn't it?
that's very good. Mm-hmm.
They're saying
Crochet.
nice, gorgeous.
Oh, she needs to put fairy wings on that one for you.
I agree. Tanya says you need to put fairy wings on this one for me. Or make me another one with some fairy wings for our fairy
Mm-hmm.
book. There's
Oh,
a foot. I'm going to put that copy of this in my scavenger hunt book because we have to have a foot.
we have to have a foot. We have to have.
Yep.
We have to have
That one's not
shoes.
finished yet. It was just the warm up for your. It was the warm up for the thing you're not gonna paint tonight because I forgot about it. It's still sitting on my desk.
Well, this is a beginning of one. She hasn't finished it, but that's one she's working on. And this is my favorite.
Oh, that's
It's a foot
beautiful.
plate. She needs to put in there this book belongs to, but she hasn't done that. I don't know if she's gonna do that, but
There's something.
That's gorgeous.
No,
oh yeah,
like
then
that.
Oh,
she's into swords and knives and stuff.
hi, Mandy.
So those are the things she's been playing with. Hi, Mindy. Janice says you should that you could definitely make me a color book. That's true. Everybody else agreed.
Yep. Mhm.
Anyway, I thought y'all would enjoy seeing those. And I'm gonna start out by doing like a small haul thing. Hannah and I went shopping today.
Do you want to make
And
yourself big?
oh, I guess I could do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Make me big. One thing we got was these plates. They're ceramic plates.
Probably got teacups.
Yeah, they're tea party set, without the cup. But we thought we could use them as mixing palettes.
I was
to
going
mix
to
our
say they make
watercolors on.
great mixing palettes. Hi,
Yeah.
Lori.
So we got a set of 4. So we each have one out here tonight. Let me see if I can get the glare off that one. And then we went to Michael's, and did you know Michael's carries Daniel Smith now?
No.
I didn't either. But I got this little set. It's the mixing set. It just has the three primary colors in warm and cool tones. And then it also had a little bit of watercolor ground with it.
Hi, Sharon.
But I got to use my 50% off coupon. So, hi, Sharon.
Ooh.
Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do tonight is do a swatch of these 6 colors. It's just going to be like this. I'm not going to do the whole thing. The way they did it here, they did more of one color on this side and more of the other color on this side. But I'm just going to do them kind of evenly. And then I can add more or less of each one when I'm actually doing it if I want to.
Yes, Holly, I see that too. Lisa, you're using your right arm.
Oh, you're right. I am. Okay, back in the sling. Hannah's just looking at me. Good. She said, I'm not being a very good person. She's supposed to be helping me with that.
Holly hollered at you. I was thinking it, but you were speaking, and I didn't want to interrupt you. And then Holly said the same thing. Hi, Janet. Hi, Mina.
Anyway, Karen. I'm going to play with this a little bit tonight. And we also got some Daniel Smith gold watercolor ground.
Ooh.
I know. And Hannah put some on these little pieces of wood, and we're gonna do a video tomorrow, and we're gonna play on that. It's supposed to sit for 24 to 48 hours, or 24 to 72 hours, or something before you use it.
I worked on one probably an hour and a half after I applied the ground because I used the heat gun on it a bunch.
Where is that one?
It is actually still in here. I doodled my face in between.
Oh yeah, she doodled a face right there while she was waiting.
Because I wanted the heat gun to cool down to see if it was actually dry.
So this is what she did. She just kind of playing around to see if it would actually soak in like watercolor.
So quickly, and it did when you applied the heat gun, but I haven't used the ground properly, so I'm not sure.
Anyway, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow how it works.
It makes everything seem a lot golder.
But this was $17, and then we had a 50% off coupon. So,
yay!
And this little set was $60, but we had a 50% off coupon. I know it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but expensive.
It'll go a long way. What you've got out on that palette over there is a lot of paint.
I know, and it barely is any that came out. So it'll last a long time. And I've been wanting some, and Hannah assured me this was the best way to go. So
it's probably the.
Go ahead.
Hi, Mary.
Say. I don't want to be responsible if you don't like it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
Hi, Mary. Guys, if we have Tanya's here. I missed Tanya coming in. Hello to everybody who's come in. We're glad you're here.
And then I just also went to Hobby Lobby and got this set of brushes because I can't find my smaller tall round brushes. So these are just fine touch. They're not an expensive set. And they could be used for acrylic or watercolor. So they're not the best brushes, but I figure I'd rather have expensive paint and cheap brushes than the other way around. So,
yeah,
I got a nice brush.
Hannah got a nice brush.
It cost $7 for one brush. But I got it cheap.
It's a Princeton Velvet Touch #2 round. So she's going to play with it maybe tonight. Okay.
I had some of those that were daddy's, but I have no idea which ones are which anymore.
Okay.
So anyway, I just thought I would.
Do you want to let me do my little show and tell? The first thing I want to do is I want to show you something, because yesterday we were talking about threading the sewing machine. And I know that it's hard for a lot of people. This funny looking little thing, it was in the side of my sewing machine. Back in the day, this is how it came. It is a needle threader. It is a Bernina needle threader. And this is a replacement because after 25 years, mine has gotten, my old one was kind of dead. But there's a little flat piece of metal in between these two things, and you take your thread across the tip of that. There's a dent, and your thread goes in there, and then there's always a groove in the front of your needle. Let me find the front. Can't see it. There's always a groove down the front of the needle, and this thing, it pops on and you slide down, and when you slide down, it finds the hole and pushes the thread through. And I double checked. You can buy these online. Now, they're pricey, but I have loved this needle threader since the day I found them ages ago. And but they're not for everybody. So, but I wanted to show it because we were talking about that, and I know that a lot of people have trouble with threading their sewing machine needle. You don't even have to see the needle. As long as you don't push on this thing real hard, that needle, that groove in the needle just kind of, it guides it. You just have to not push hard. Hi, Barb and Cheryl.
Hello.
Okay, now the rest, let me back out my camera and then I can show you. Jeff brought the books in from yesterday.
Oh, yay.
So,
she's going to show us the books that she got yesterday at the library sale.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Loving that one already.
Okay. Now, this one is in pretty sad shape, but I still think it has to be turned into an altered book, all of its own, kind of like our little golden books were. This is just, it's just beautiful. I want to leave that.
I don't blame you.
And but look at the artwork in this. It's giant. Now I don't know how it's going to come apart and what I'll have to do to make it into signatures, but I just think that I have to do a bird book with this.
Oh, I think so too.
So I got that one. And this was the only golden book I found. But and it's funny, I've known the beginning of this story forever, but for some reason I didn't know the end. So it was interesting, and it's got really pretty colors in it too. So, and then I found this one, and I decided it needs to be and look at this.
Yay! Library book, library pocket.
It needs to be a Halloween journal, October journal.
The drawings are really nice.
The drawings are gorgeous. Okay, now don't drool.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh, I'm drooling already.
Okay, but I have to have my glasses because you won't believe the date on this one.
What's that?
It's like a full of interest tables.
It's interest. This is actually entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1888 by Aaron Julian in the office of the Library of Congress at Washington, D.C. That's the only date.
Very cool.
That is the only date in it. But isn't that just yummy? I flipped it open and I didn't even see the date till I got it out today. And I realized that was just, I had to have that.
Yeah, that's wonderful, amazing paper.
And then this had some cute illustrations in it. Look at the little teacups. And I only got it because it had cute illustrations, but it's also, I like the size of this cover.
Yeah, that could be used for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Holly asked you to show the cover of the Halloween one again.
Oh, sure. It's the Headless Horseman, but there are a bunch of different like this is the abominable bomb. I can't talk tonight. You know that word. That word.
Abominable snowman.
Abominable snowman. The invisible beast.
Hi, Patricia. Hi, Terry.
The Darkling Elves, and I just think it would be a great Halloween October type journal. So then I got this one, and this is all about proper manners, and I just love the color of the paper.
Oh yeah.
Plus, it's
all the
in
different
French.
fonts too is cool.
Yes. Yeah, it's all in French, of course, and I think
Even better.
Yeah. See, the date in this one is something I have to look up. I know a few of the Roman numerals, but after a while I get confused. So
Me too.
I have 2 or 3 books that I got that were like that, and I just loved the color of this. It's got some really beautiful colors in it. Sometimes that's what draws me to the book is the color of the paper.
Yeah, me too.
And then I got 3 of these. They look like that. They're really sad looking. And
Janice said that I think in that Headless Horseman book, those look like etchings.
I think they are.
Is that the one with the abominable snowman?
Abominable. Thank you, Janice.
Abominable.
Abominable. Yeah. Look at these.
Oh wow, lovely, lovely.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes. See, even Hannah's like,
what is, but it's cool.
This is this actually I understand. This is cumulative supplements. Basically, it is like crop reports.
Crop reports,
and then Alabama reports, constitutions, codes, and acts. So also it's things that they've changed, I guess.
That's really cool.
And this one was May 1911. I think that's the oldest one. They're not, it's like they do them every year.
Yeah.
So I got some of that. And then this is fun. And I thought all of this wear was just beautiful. But
it is
Hebrew. And I can't quite figure out what's going on because the back cover and the front cover are right side up, but the back, well, it looks like the cover came off somewhere along the line and they've put it back on, but the front pages is right side up. So I don't know. Maybe it's upside down and I just can't read it.
What year is that one?
It doesn't have a date because from the looks of it, it is an advertisement. For
cool.
this company that makes kosher wines. So
you need to make a copy of that and put it in your scavenger hunt book for the the vintage advertising.
Oh yeah. I thought I would look it up, when I get a chance.
Lori says, I'm so glad the no buy is over for Lisa and Tanya. So fun seeing their finds and hauls.
Yeah. That January hit hard. I did myself a number yesterday.
Hi, Elizabeth. We're glad you're here.
Ooh. This was just such pretty colors.
Yes.
And of course, we live at the beach. Well, we don't live at the beach, but we live near the water. I should honestly do a beach journal.
Hi, Susan. We're glad you're here. Show me the front of that one again.
This is. Yeah, it's not very old. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, it looks older inside than it does on the front.
I would say 60s. Let me see if it says. Oh, and look at this.
Okay, Mary.
Can you see cutting that up? I can just see cutting that up. I can make mini postage stamps or any kinds of things with that.
Oh, yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Look in the back. I've gotten a few books that it would say in the back. Nope,
No, it doesn't.
they didn't care. Or maybe on the back cover.
No, it just says Wonder Books. The thing of it is, this was probably. Oh, I wonder if this is. No, it's not dated. But I'm pretty sure these are like 60s era, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that my dad would buy this for us as, when I was little.
Right.
And it may have been something that, was a magazine. Magazines used to have better covers and stuff.
That's true.
And I grabbed this because, and I haven't even looked at it hardly at all, but it's all about kids and watercolor.
Oh, how fun.
So I'll have to look at it more carefully. Didn't have time today to see, it's got, because I'm sure it's got techniques and stuff in it.
Yeah. Probably just right our speed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, but then now I have to show you
This
why.
watercolor book for kids.
Yeah, why I had to have so many bags.
Ooh.
The spine is about 4 inches across.
What's a dictionary?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You already have one about that size, don't you?
Yep. The other one is
The
other one is an encyclopedia. But
Oh, okay.
dictionaries and I just have to go together. They just,
Yes, I understand. The old ones, it's hard to leave those behind.
Yes. Hello, Elizabeth. But yep, that was cool. Okay, now you can go back together.
Okay.
That book
it takes
is
me a little bit
apart.
longer to do it with my other hand.
The book is falling apart on my table. So.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you going to be working on tonight?
I'm going to make some quilted paper or franken paper. Susan says the How and Why Wonder Books began in 1960 and ran through the 70s.
Okay, so it's 60s or 70s, one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Hi, Becky. Glad
and
you're
of course,
here.
I got 2 full bags of mysteries for Mom, and that's not all the books I got, but that was the good ones, the really good ones.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some. Becky's here. Hi, Becky. Franken paper or quilted paper or whatever you want to call it.
Well, I'm gonna swatch those watercolors I got. But Hannah said I also needed a Payne's Gray and a Burnt Sienna. So she gave me a Payne's Gray and Burnt Sienna from her, one's Grumbacher. What's the other one?
American Journey.
American Journey.
Okay.
So,
Susan, I read your comment, but I don't think I said hello. So hello, Susan. And if there's anybody else came in, hello. We're glad you're here.
We are very glad you're here. We're very glad to be here. I'm just glad everybody's here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to work on the swatching these colors. And, it's hard to see where I'm going to be. I'm going to start just with the pure form of each one, I think.
Susan says that Amazon shows that book was 1961.
Okay.
So thank you, Susan, dear. Yeah, because I figured it was around the 60s, but most of the time that place is so crowded and things are so crazy that I don't really look. I kind of open the book a little bit. If it's got anything inside that's yummy, I just bring it home. I got 2 Reader's Digest books. You know how Reader's Digest books are normally like 1.5 inches or so?
Wow.
These 2 are narrow, and they look like they'd make the perfect small journal.
Yeah.
So I got 2 of those because they had really pretty covers. I have no idea what else I got. I mean,
Let me see that, Hannah, and show them what you've been working on.
Yeah.
This is what she was working on while she's sitting here.
Oh, she's
not
phenomenal.
happy with the grade, but it's very cute, I think.
I otherwise think it went well.
They said it was very cute.
I think it's adorable. She's very talented. Susan was Googling. Barb Fillion is here. Hello.
Hi, Barb.
Okay. One, two, three, 4.
Hi, Janet. It's good to see you. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here.
8.
Right now, I'm just doing a swatch, so it's not anything exciting.
Oh, but it's fun.
It is fun. And the colors are really pretty.
Very pretty color.
They're very intense.
They are very intense. I haven't had good colors like this to work with before, except for the few I borrowed the other day from Hannah. Okay, what's next? Scarlet. The names are funny.
Yes, it's because they make so many colors, they have to find a way to tell the difference between them.
Yeah, Daniel Smith does make a ton of colors. Hi, Barbara. Did I miss you? I'm sorry. Glad you're here. French ultramarine.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi, Lucia. Hi, Ruth. Bye, Deborah. Deborah's going.
Hi, Lucia. Hi, Ruth.
And Barbara.
Bye,
Clark is here
Deborah.
too. The other Barbara's here. Barbara, I'm going to make some quilted paper, Franken paper, whatever you want to call it. That's the plan, anyways. We'll see how it goes. And then what I was counting out was the background sheets.
Payne's gray.
Yeah, I can't cut 3 pages. Okay, that answers that question. Becky says she's hoping to get some art done tomorrow.
I hope so, Becky. Oh, goodness. That one was softer, and I really got a lot of paint.
Yeah. Came out of the tube soft, too.
Yeah.
What color was it?
It's the burnt sienna.
Okay.
I'm trying to water it down a little bit. The other ones were harder, different brands hardened. You know, I did it this afternoon, put them in the palette this afternoon, and that one was still very wet.
I agree, Joyce. Where's Susan? Where have you been? We missed you.
Okay. Whew. Now I'm going to do a little mixing. Isn't that exciting? I hope y'all don't get bored. I'm glad there's at least 2 things going on for you to watch.
Well, there, this that I'm doing is not going to be very exciting. Susan, I like keeping mine short. I really like mine short. It's so much easier to work with and so much easier to deal with.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I got a little bit of this new gamboge over in my other yellow.
Mm.
I don't know what to do.
Well, isn't that what goes there?
Well, it went from here over into there.
Mm.
The mix is good. That's what we want, but I did it again.
She just hasn't been chatting, I guess. Well, we're glad you're here this evening, Susan. So, okay, so those 2 are my extra 2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Those are those.
She was
Okay.
nervous because she cut so much off. Okay.
That'll do it. When I tell them that I want it short in the back, they just don't ever seem to believe me.
Okay.
Okay, Elizabeth, have a good dinner. I fed Jeff before we came on, and then he did the dishes because he gave me his cold.
That's quite the punishment.
Actually, he almost always does the dishes anymore. I cook, he does the dishes.
Oh, there you go. That works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think my brush was clean enough there.
Oh, Cheryl's still having trouble with her internet.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. That's no fun.
Lucia, what I did was I cut a 2-inch wide strip, and then yes, I'm cutting all these little blocks the same size. They're different sizes, but they're like that one was a 2-inch square. This one is 1.5 by 2. And this one I'm going to go to 2.5, and for some unknown reason, this paper is just a hair small. So this ended up being, it's supposed to be the same, but it's not quite the same size. When I'm making 10 pieces of paper, if I go ahead and cut these like this, then I waste a lot less paper. I realize this is, supposed to be Franken paper. You're supposed to be using up your scraps. But when I'm making
Joyce?
Pardon?
I'm sorry, Joyce says I was out of frame, and I'm mixing out of frame because I can't do it in frame. I'm mixing over here, but I'm painting over here. So you can see me mix or you can see me paint, but you can't see me do both. Sorry, Tanya.
Cheryl, which browser are you using? Because that could be your problem. Um, YouTube does not always like Firefox. If I don't know what browser you use, but I have found that Chrome sometimes works way better. Anyways, I think Lucia was who asked. So yeah, I'm cutting them all basically the same size right this minute. And then I'll glue these down, and then I'll cut another strip off of the ones I just cut off of, and I'll have another batch to work with.
Oh, stop.
It just makes it easier when I'm trying to do a whole group. If I was making one page, but if I'm trying to make papers that kind of coordinate together.
Did you go?
Probably should. Sorry, Tanya. Hannah's giving me advice here.
That's all right.
It's good advice too. I just am a do it in order person, and she's saying don't paint squares that are right next to each other, and that's very smart advice. So for the future, folks, if you're doing this, don't paint squares that are right next to each other
because they're going to bleed into one another.
Yes, and I'm struggling with that.
Pretty green.
That is a pretty green, I think. I'll show you what it looks like so far.
That's a green?
Right there at the bottom. It doesn't look as green to you. It looks grayer, but it is a pretty green.
Okay.
Oh.
Too sad.
It looks very sad, yes. I don't know if it's too sad or not. That's up to you, but it definitely looks very sad. See, we shouldn't do this. Now everybody's going, what looks sad? What looks sad?
I'm assuming it's Hannah's drawing.
Yeah, it's another drawing. She's drawing a sad person. And it's
really been necessarily sad.
Well, it looks sad. They look sad to me.
And I don't know, but my chat has stopped moving. Is yours still going, Lisa?
Susan Gerald is the last one.
Yep, that's all I've
got. Your phone? Yeah. That's about 2 minutes ago, according to.
Yeah, that's why.
Somebody say something so we can know if you're still there.
Yeah. Yes, Susan. If you try your phone and it's okay, then it's not YouTube. It's either something to do with the computer or something to do with the Wi-Fi. But also it can be the browsers that you use, because like I said, I use Firefox for pretty much everything, and I did not realize that Firefox was what was causing some of my troubles until we started using StreamYard, and Chrome seems to work better with YouTube. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So.
Yeah. Well, nobody's still talking, even though we asked them to. So now I'm kind of worried.
Okay. Well, you stay here and you watch that chat, and I'll go check out the.
Okay.
Of course, I have to watch the ad first.
Of course.
Okay, the chat is going like crazy over.
Oh well, it's moving now.
Okay.
A bunch. It's like everybody was typing at once. And...
Yeah, they were all typing yep and yep and yep. Was
typing at once. Turn up the sound. Yeah.
It does look greater on camera.
Kathy's worn out, so she's lurking. That sounds like a deal, Kathy. I understand that. I was up at 10 minutes to 5 this morning. I had been awake since 10 after 3. No good. Oh, Cheryl's going to try to watch the replay tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Cheryl.
I tried to make the mouth turn up a bit more at the corners.
Yeah, it does look better. Oh, that's the wrong blue. Good grief, y'all. I
What?
can't even. I'm grabbing the wrong colors.
Uh-oh.
I know. Not a good thing.
What's a funky color?
I know. It's like, okay, I'm not liking it. And the first time I did it, it looked very blue. That's. I'm just gonna.
Just tried to glaze red over it.
I tried that. It didn't work. Okay. I'm gonna get the red again. It's like I can't tell if I'm getting even amounts, and I'm sure I'm not. So.
Uh-oh, that's not the right ones. Oh, that was going to get me in trouble. No, glue them to the back of the wrong paper.
Probably just some kind of funky neutral.
Yeah.
Hello, Mary.
It's supposed to be some kind of purple, though.
And Joan. Hello, Joan. Holly's got food again. She bought angel food and some cupcakes.
I'm going to mute for a minute. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, I used the same color right there. Oh, well. Not a big deal. And hello, Melissa. Susan, I'm really bad when it's really, really, really a bad sweet day. I get out the brown sugar and butter and mix it together in microwave, and it makes kind of caramel, and then I put salt on top of it. So I get not only my sweet, but my
I didn't
but my
hear
salt.
that, Tanya. That sounds good.
Yep, it is brown
Brown
sugar,
sugar and butter
butter.
melted in the microwave makes kind of a caramel.
Yep. It is decidedly decadent.
Decidedly decadent, she says.
Mm-hmm. You have to make the brown sugar pretty much boil, but it works. Melissa is here. Hello, Melissa. Mary says she does the same thing. Oh dear, it's bad
Hi, Cheryl.
when we all have the same. And
I'm sorry. I thought I had said hello to you. I apologize.
the thing about it is that I'm usually the person who wants salt. Okay, but the last year or so, I've had a sweet tooth. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to watch it because it could cause issues down the road. Paint Girl's here.
Oh, and she's one I don't have written down.
And hello, it's Lori, I think.
Lori, I think you're right. Is that right, Lori? I don't have you written down.
Hello, we're glad you're here. Okay, Barbara, we'll see you later.
I need to write it down.
Did she say that I was right?
I don't know. Tell me if that's right, Paint Girly. Is it Lori? I want to write it down. So yes, Lori, okay.
Yeah, I thought so. You know, I forget most things, but that I'm starting to I'm trying to remember them.
Thank you. I need a
Hmm.
a longer list.
A bigger piece of paper, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Holly. Cheryl says hello and jugs. Hello, Cheryl. Um, Melissa, Lisa is watercolor painting because she's only allowed to use one arm, and she can do that with one hand. So we're not doing books. By the way, we are not streaming tomorrow. Um, we're not going to finish our book tomorrow because we're going to wait until Lisa can come on and finish with us. Our fold up pop up books. We're going to do it
Yeah.
later. We will do another session and we will let you know when, but not right now. And I am making quilted paper or franken paper, whatever you want to call this stuff. Since how I'm actually using squares and, you know, not making it all Frankenstein-y, it's more like quilted paper.
Right now
Oh,
I'm
Susan,
just doing a swatch, so.
yeah, Susan, I can't eat that. Now I can eat peanut butter out of the spoon.
Oh, Cheryl, I'm sorry you're having so much trouble. Well, I'm not even in YouTube, so I know I didn't block you. Not even accidentally, because I'm just not even there.
Yeah.
You can't block. Well, I guess I don't know if there's a way to block people in StreamYard or not, but it's way harder if there is.
Well, there's a lot of things about the chat that StreamYard does not do. That much I have to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if Lucia is still here, okay, so even though I use different size pieces, they're all 2 inches wide. So I will add another piece onto this piece that's 2 inches wide, roughly. You know, I didn't cut very carefully the first time. Okay. But then I won't do that. I will do something that's like an inch, or I'll go a different way because I don't want it to look like it's striped all the way across. I have to change some things up a little bit. So I'll probably cut some strips that are 1 inch wide and work with them and do some different stuff. It just is one of those things that it just makes it easier, and it uses it consumes less paper when I'm trying to make it from brand new paper, from not cut up scraps. Okay, Cheryl. And I'm doing 10 backgrounds, but I have 12 colors of paper to cut up, because I have found that it sometimes gets funky trying to not get places. There's places where things want to get right next to the same color. So to make it look more scrappy, I add in this extra couple of sheets. Yeah, Janet, she's been here for a little while. She was just quiet, like Lisa.
Sorry.
Lisa's very quiet.
I'm having to try to think.
You're
It's not
thinking, oh no, don't do that.
easy.
That's hard.
That's kind of against the rules or something.
Well, I'll tell you, I have no idea why I was up all night, but that was just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. That is a pretty purple.
Hi, Violet. Yes, Susan. It's really fun to use. And I wanted these to be color coordinated, sort of. So I have a old paper pad that all of these came from the same paper pad. So, and what's odd is it has like this blue green, and then it has lime green, and some of them are mixed together and some of them aren't. It was kind of pretty. I thought they went together okay anyways.
Hi, Violet. I'm glad you're here. Got all these little bits of color now on this palette, and I've almost run out of.
Was dinner good, Elizabeth?
Thanks. Do you think you could give me your water and take that in and get it clean?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, honey.
You need a bigger water jug, Lisa?
What I came out here
I
to
just need to be.
do.
Well, that's true. That is what you came out here to do, but I hate to stop you from doing art to go fill up water bottles, water
I'm
jars.
just sketching what I'm gonna paint when you're eventually done.
Okay.
Well, what she needs to do is bring a gallon of water, and that way she can just stand at the door and pitch the dirty water out into the yard.
I'm going to bring this down a little bit so y'all can see better. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier.
Don't know.
It's making lots of pretty colors, isn't it? If I can just remember where everything is, I'll.
Melissa says, what can she make? Chicken and avocado. Ooh, Elizabeth, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
We had pork tenderloin and quinoa and cauliflower and broccoli. That's right, Susan. Get some paper and just glue it down or paint on it or cut out some pictures and collage them. Oh, that's nasty. I hate these glue sticks.
Oh, now I've got a notice up. I can't see the chat.
Bring her a Purdy. Uh-huh. Bring her a Purdy. Uh-huh. I like that, Susan. Uh-huh. I fixed nachos the other night, and my refrigerator still smells like onions. I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to pull everything out and wash it down with lemon juice because the whole refrigerator smells like onions. And all I did was fix nachos.
Goodness.
Hello, Dorothy. We're glad you're here.
Hi, Dorothy. It's good to see you. As soon as I can get this done, I really am going to try to actually paint something. But it's fun to make swatches. I don't know how fun it is to watch something being made.
Well, it's pretty. You gonna put that in your
You like to organize things.
in your sketchbook scavenger hunt book?
Oh, I could do that. I may
You have to have a page of swatches.
yeah, I may make a copy of it and put in there because I might want this one where I can get to it easy when I'm painting.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then
Elizabeth, I'm assuming
ahead.
that's what Susan meant. That's what my grandma meant when she wanted purdy. Purdy. Okay, I'm sorry, Lisa, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, it's okay. I was just gonna say probably when I'm most of the time when I'm painting, I'll just pick up a color and mix it with something and see what comes out. I probably wouldn't actually look at this all the time, but
Mm-hmm. Hello, trying to craft. I don't know that I've seen you in one of our streams before. Do you, Lisa?
I've seen her somewhere else, but I'm not sure she's been over here. It's good to see you. I have forgotten your name though, and I think I got it when you were in the other stream and I forgot it. So could you tell me your name? I'm trying to write things down. I want to get people's names written down.
We're trying to be proactive with our late, very bad memories.
Yes. Oh. Cheryl.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you. We have two Cheryls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I got some new, a little, I don't know how many of you, a lot of you come in since I showed this, but I got this little bitty set of Daniel Smith paints, and it's a cool yellow, red, and blue, and a warm yellow, red, and blue. And you're supposed to be able to mix, like 36 different colors from it. So I'm doing swatching right now. So,
has Hannah used those? Does she think they're better than some of the others? I mean,
she has a few Daniel Smiths she got for Christmas,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, I think she does like them. Tell us what you think about the Daniel Smiths you got.
Oh no, I haven't done a ton of work with them. Because I got I liked the greens I put in the light bulb. I used the other green, the not phthalo green. I used that one in the light bulb. I really liked that.
And that was a Daniel Smith?
Yeah, but I haven't used them for mixing much. Because I got that and phthalo green. I used the phthalo green when we painted I thought they behaved fine. I don't notice them being terribly better than the American Journey paints, but they're both professional grade. So I don't think there would be a ton of difference to the untrained plebeian masses.
Is that who we are?
Yes.
Well,
she and I are untrained plebeian masses, just in case you didn't know.
Okay. Well, the big thing is that like my the Grumbachers I have, they were my dad's, so they're kind of old. And I don't know if it's because they're old or if it's because they're the Grumbachers, but they have a lot of ground in them, and I don't like it. I don't like the
So they're gritty.
they're gritty. Yes, they're very gritty.
Yeah.
So
Tanya was saying her Grumbacher's are really gritty.
Mm,
This burnt sienna, is it
that's
the
American Journey.
oh, it's the Payne's Gray that's Grumbacher.
Yeah, it's the blue Payne's Gray I've used, but I like haven't gone out and found every Payne's Gray ever made to try it, but um yeah, they can be pretty gritty. If you see my the monochrome landscape with the mountain and the trees and the bird
Yeah.
that I did just after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I've done that twice before, and the second one and the first one are both really gritty. You can
Yeah.
see it's like, but also I didn't water down my paints enough, so it's so thick on the page that's hard to tell.
Okay.
do you see Lisa's Susan's comment, Lisa?
Oh no, let me see.
Because you needed to
Does
read
Hannah
it to
have a
her.
channel? She should, and she should do her painting on it. No, she does not. Well, she has a channel name, but the things that she's planning to do with her channel someday is writing stuff, not painting stuff. But she could do both.
She could have she could start a different channel.
Thing while I talk about writing because I don't just want to stare at the camera.
Oh, that's a good idea. Did y'all hear that? She said she's thought about painting while she talks about writing.
That's a good idea.
I think so too.
Does
It is.
And Holly says, "Well, darn."
it look more peaceful with Go To?
Yes, it does.
Yay.
I'll show y'all in a minute. Let her get a little further along.
Lucia says that your purple is pretty.
It is that's quinacridone rose and French ultramarine mixed, and it is really pretty.
This one
Yeah.
looks a lot like.
I decided to get out several bits of this Payne's. Oh no, I just got some Payne's Gray in my yellow.
It'll be fine.
Get out several bits of this Payne's Gray, and then I only have to do that once, and I can just add this stuff to it.
Oh, Lisa, trying
Yes.
to craft every day is Cheryl John.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. That I think I remembered that, but I had forgotten.
And Susan says, Hannah, watch I'll let you read it, Lisa, because Hannah can't hear me.
She says, Susan says, Hannah, watch Yang Chen if you want to learn some amazing watercolor techniques. He will free your mind.
Understood.
All right. She got it. She'll try to do that.
Now, I'd like to know how come 2 inches gets different, or 1 inch gets different size every time. Oh, I know what I did. Oh, I'm not paying attention is what's happening. Oh, well. I do this all the time. The actual 1 inch is below the number instead of at the number.
Well, that's confusing.
Yes, well.
The way her paper cutter is set up.
This cutter is set up, yeah. But that's okay. I'll be all right. Not a big deal.
Ooh, this is pretty too. This is quinacridone rose and Payne's Gray. It looks a lot like French ultramarine.
Color.
Huh?
I think that's the same color. No, it's redder.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathy Berg.
The Payne's Gray is a
paper is odd.
Hi, Kathy. It's good to see you.
Suzanne is hello, Suzanne. Good to see you too. Yeah, slow. I'm kind of slow today too. I'm not moving real good, and I'm not thinking real good. And
Hi, Suzanne. I'm glad you're here. This is some of the colors look kind of the same on the camera as each other, and they don't in real life, like these two right here, which I'm not supposed to be pointing at.
I
They
can.
look,
One is
now
a
you,
lot more fuchsia than the other.
yeah. This is turning
I
out some
drank enough water today to float a boat. When my child was little and was sick all the time, and I mean all the time, one of his nurses, not the doctor, but the nurse, because the doctor was not a lot of help at that time, told him that he needed to drink a ton of water because germs couldn't swim.
very smart.
And now Brandon drinks a ton of water because he can't drink a lot of other things. You know, he's not allowed to drink milk, and he tries not to drink a ton of soda and all that kind of good stuff. And so he drinks water like a fish. But I've been drinking water today like it was imperative that I get it down. Oh, Suze, that's not good. No, I was talking to somebody else, honey. That's okay. You all right? Okay. He dropped the remote.
Well, I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah. Luckily, his headache passed yesterday, so that was a good thing.
Yes, that is a good thing. It's always good to get rid of that.
Yeah. I was a little afraid he was going to have it bad, you know, but it seemed to ease up on him, so that was real glad. Okay. Yeah, I don't sleep real well anyways, and then this cold I've got is just killing me. So I know how you guys feel.
Oh, just almost mixed the wrong red in there.
That can happen.
Yes, it can, and it almost did. I was fixing to do the one I just did all over again.
Jean.
Hi, Jean Peter. It's so good to see you. We're glad you're here. Right now, Tanya's making a franken paper, and I'm just swatching some new paints. So
I know it's kind of boring watching me glue.
well, that's about as boring as watching me swatch. So at least we're even.
Well, I didn't want to start a brand new project right this minute because I've got too many going. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yes, I do.
Uh-oh. I threw her down the floor. And I've got too much mess out. I did, if Becky's still here, Becky told me a long time ago to go vertical. And I told her I couldn't because there just wasn't any place to put anything more vertical. And
Right.
the other day I was standing here in my studio doing something. I was picking up something, cleaning kind of stuff, and realized that there was a hole between my bead desk and my printer station, and that it was not quite wide enough. Yeah, Cheryl, I'll explain in just a second. It wasn't quite wide enough for one of those 2 cube shelves, but I have one in the corner in the other side of the room, so I measured it, and all I had to do was move my bead desk like 2.5, 3 inches, and I got two. There's 6 tall and 2 wide, so I got another bookshelf in here basically.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl, I can't remember who called it Franken paper first, but it is basically what it is like paper that you kind of piece together into and it's kind of like quilted. It's kind of like paper quilting. Most times they use scraps. I'm cutting paper up to do it because I wanted it. I wanted all the pieces to be about the same color.
Yours will look like a quilt instead of Franken.
It'll look like a quilt. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my finished swatch of
Ooh.
the 6 Daniel Smith colors plus Payne's Gray and Burnt Umber.
Sienna.
Burnt Sienna. There's a big difference between Burnt Sienna and Burnt Umber.
Yep.
Okay. Even I know that. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit over here and dry.
Jean's got some new watercolors that she needs to swatch.
What kind are they, Jean? I got a set
Cheryl,
that was
no, they don't need to be the same size. The idea behind Franken paper was to use up the scraps. What I'm doing here is making them kind of the same size so that they end up I use less. I waste less paper is the idea behind it. So I kind of do use the same size scraps. And see, that one's too short. And sometimes they end up overlapping. It's all right, you know. The Franken papers, they really overlap them.
Yeah. And they're sometimes it's kind of looks crazy quiltish.
Yeah, more crazy
Franken
quiltish than
papers.
quiltish. Yeah, than pieced quiltish.
Okay, I was going to show you all the drawing Hannah's been working on here just for the past few minutes. The one
Yeah.
I said looks sad.
Yeah, she does look sad.
She looks like she's praying to me now. She's got her eyes closed and looking up. It'll be easier to see once it's inked, but
Yeah.
no inking.
Watercolor.
Oh, she's going to watercolor it.
Ooh.
And she doesn't always ink her watercolors so that way the graphite can kind of disappear. So she's going to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, let me move some stuff so you can play. What I'm going to do now is just take a brush and just swipe all this paint from this palette and just put it on this paper. This is mystery paper. I found it. I don't know where it came from. I don't know.
Okay.
Hannah can't name something a normal name, so.
Okay. Well, I like that.
It's very, very rough paper, so I'm not even sure it's watercolor paper. It just was a big sheet like watercolor paper.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided to act like it is and see what happens.
Okay.
That's why I try not to use this board anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susan,
your paper.
It also depends on what you're doing with the watercolors too, and um, having rich color is, I think why paint gets expensive is because the amount of pigment in it, and if it's got a lot of pigment, then it costs more, but it makes the colors much more rich and
lasts longer.
yeah, and
I mean,
last longer too.
the paint itself, you don't need as much of it. So
Yeah. Yeah, that paper is very interesting, Lisa.
it is. It's like, I
It's
don't know if
like
you can even
sucking it
see.
right up.
So I'm not sure what it is, but
I have to lay that one in a different place because I got glue all over.
just going to kind of turn this into some kind of background.
Jean, I have done that too. I only did like one piece of that, but I thought it was really fun. Using the little strips, Lisa, off of the edges of your paper. You know how you get that?
Oh, the 12 by 12 papers?
Mm-hmm. That have the strips on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't buy enough papers to have that. I've gotten a couple of pads that have them on there, but most of my papers don't. And I buy papers once in a while at the thrift store. I don't really buy scrapbook papers very often, so I'm kind of challenged when it comes to to that. But you can cut a piece of scrapbook paper into strips and
Well,
use it.
I had I don't know, a paper pad that had, and I think it was one of those hot buy pads that had the
Oh,
strips on the edge of it, and whatever it was, I used it to make a piece of paper. It was pretty cool.
I bet.
I had fun with it. Okay, I need a 2 and okay, they're all the same color. Doggone it. What's going on here? All my tiny pieces. Let's see. Let's go for another one of these.
What is E14?
I'm not sure.
Me
Mitzi
either.
was talking to Kathy about something, and
Okay. As long as I'm not supposed to know, I guess it's all right.
I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, Kathy says is the baby eagle that was in Florida that Mitzi and I follow. There's a pair of eagles that come back to the same nest every year and
Okay.
hatch eggs. That's cool. There's eagles out across the that place where we go across the water. Doggone it! What is that place called? It's bay. Sorry. It's they nest in the trees that are along the edge of the bay, and it's really neat to watch them. Okay.
Oh, this has turned out kind of pretty. It looks really pretty in the camera.
Oh, it does. Yep. I think it's interesting the way that the paper is sucking up more of the paint in certain places.
Yeah.
Now, it could be that it just had more water when in your brush at that particular moment in time.
And that is very possible because I'm not doing anything precisely. But it's like it I don't know. It's like it sits on top of the rough edges and soaks into the in-betweens. I don't know.
Mark, hello, Mark. I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, Mark. We're glad you're here. Okay. Well, that's as good as I can do with those. So there's me some kind of a background for something sometime.
So
Mary's sleeping at the keyboard. Good night, Mary. Go get some rest.
Let me see it again, please, Lisa.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a gorgeous background.
Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like it.
Good night, Mary.
Interesting mystery paper.
Oh, there you go. Ted has its possibilities.
Ted has possibilities, Tanya said, Hannah.
I don't know that I'd want to marry him, but he has possibilities.
No, I don't want to marry him either. Yeah. But he has possibilities.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to need to move some stuff to work on the table? Or are you good there?
No, I have a table waiting over here.
Okay.
I'm just not using it.
All right. Should we go ahead and take that off now, or?
Mark says he's been working, heading out the door soon, but wanted to pop by and see his friends. Well, we're glad you popped in, dear. Kathy, she couldn't log in with her other, for some reason, she couldn't view YouTube with her other identity.
She's schizophrenic. She has different personalities. Some of them can see us and some of them can't.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Let's see here.
Okay. I watched Creation CC do a monochromatic leaf painting. I don't remember if it was yesterday or today when I watched that, but I decided I want to do one of those. So I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Healthy water.
Sounds cool.
Why don't you switch your clean water out and I'll take that one as my dirty one.
That one's really dirty. Oh, you're going to take this one as your dirty one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That good enough?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so what color should I do this monochromatic painting in? I was thinking about doing it in phthalo blue just because I love phthalo blue.
Yep. Sounds good to me. I think that will be beautimous.
Beautimous, okay.
Beautimous.
And I'm not even sure I can make these.
We know you're not crazy. I think it's Lori has been having a terrible time. She hasn't been able to watch lives. Lori Loves Montana. It may be her or maybe Laura Schmel, however she pronounces her name. One of those two people has not been able to watch the lives either. So I don't think it's just you. I think it's in general. There's been issues.
I didn't get it very faint, did I?
Okay, so then do you add dark into those, or do you paint the next?
And if I lean on it, I just can't bend over my knees anymore.
Lucia, I'm gonna sew it all with the sewing machine.
Oh, that's much better.
That's why I'm not freaking out about the glue. I get it around in the middle, and if the edges aren't stitched down, it's not a big deal because when I zigzag across all these lines, it will make the edges stick down.
What you're supposed to do, Tanya, is do a layer like this, and then come and do more flowers in a darker, and then more leaves in a darker, and then more leaves in a different darker, and so that you're got pale leaves, and then they get darker as they come towards the front.
Aha. Okay. Joyce says, Cheryl, that it is Laura, and she's not been able to watch lives either. Um, I don't know when I'll get it done, Lucia. Just so you know. I'm not totally known for getting things done in a hurry, that's for sure. Okay, that one works, but that one's just, I don't want to put the purple and purple together, so. And see, I had my little piles all nice and separated, and then I mixed them all back up together. That's okay. We'll do something else. We need to use some of these.
I know I'm at the fun part of painting with watercolor. I have to wait for this to dry before I can put on the next layer. I'm glad you're here so people can watch you. I need to do this, let them watch Hannah for a minute.
Can you move it without hurting yourself? Don't move your other arm.
Well, I'm trying to make it where they can see
Trying to
what
bend
she's
the
doing.
camera out of natural proportion.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the camera do things it doesn't want to do. Okay, maybe y'all can see that. Reach up just a little bit, Hannah.
Oh, that's pretty.
As close as I can get in. Hi, Kathy. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier or not, but if I said hi more than once, that's okay too.
Yes, it is. And if we missed anybody saying hello, hello, hello.
We're glad you're here.
I think Lisa and Hannah could have handled this tonight and they'd have been plenty interesting, but that's okay. I like to play, so.
Well, I like you coming over to play. It's like a play date.
Well, did I tell you, Jeff thinks we're going to hang around Amarillo for a few days.
Oh, that'll be great.
Well, he's talking about going down to Palo Duro and camping.
Yeah, I think you should.
We'll see how it, plays out, if there's campground space, that kind of thing, but.
Right.
Well, I'm going to have to make shorter ones.
Those leaves are really nice. Thing very clean about their shape.
Yeah.
Cheryl, that can do it. If you have two devices running at the same time, that might be what's causing it.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the camera back here for a minute and add a little bit more on here. Well, that's not really much darker. There we go. Yeah. This is a kind of leaf I haven't ever done before, so I'm trying 2 new things tonight, but
Well, that works. It's always good to try new things. See? Oh, at least it's already beautiful.
I don't think I'm getting enough paint on my brush or enough water so that
Now you are using the better paper now, right?
yeah, this is Arches paper.
Yeah. Well, and I often have my phone open when I'm actually live streaming on the laptop, so that might not be it. Oh dear.
Let me try to clean this up a little bit. But when I do that, then I'm making it even darker, and that's not really what I'm supposed to be doing. It's supposed to. Okay, I need to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Wait for the next layer.
Yeah, sometimes that's where you gotta stop and go, no, leave it alone.
Well,
Let it get a little bit dry, right?
It's my first one, so I'm not going to be mad at myself if it doesn't turn out good.
That's right. I already think it's beautiful. You could put some little itty bitty stems and dotted flowers in it right now, and it'd be just perfect.
Well, I'm going to try one more layer of darker, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get back to Hannah while we're. No, how did we do that before? Sorry, y'all. I'm making it worse. How did I do that? Good grief. Oh, goodness. Obviously, I can't do it, so I'm sorry.
Hannah may have to do it, hon. You know, sometimes those things do take 2 hands.
Yeah. Well, I obviously can't do it right now. I'm just going to let her paint, and I'll show you what she's done when she's finished.
There we go. Okay.
I have not watched Kathy Arbor. Somebody else I need to watch. There's a lady, what did I say her name was, Hannah? That we're going to take that class?
Ann Fair, I think.
Not Ann. Is it Ann? Let me see if I can go look real quick. Just a second.
Is it an online class? Or
Yeah.
class in town?
Angela Fair. Fehr. Angela Fair. And she's doing, if you go to her channel, I can't remember what, one of her, she's got a video about this live watercolor class she's doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Ooh.
And it's free. You just have to sign up to go.
Cool.
And if you can't make it one of the days, then you have the replay to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're there, you can ask questions in the chat. And so Hannah and I are going to do that. Thursday, we won't be able to actually be there when she's live. We'll have to watch that one replay, but we hope to be there Friday and Saturday when she's live. So,
well, I just found out there's a new place here in town that's doing mixed media and bookmaking and classes like that.
oh, how fun!
Yeah, I haven't really checked it out. I got a phone call. No sooner did I get offline last night than I got a phone call. I mean, it was like, okay, did one of y'all call me? That's kind of how I felt, as if that somebody from the group called, because it rang just instantaneously after my live stream. And so Mary called because I hadn't come to Saturday. I didn't go to the book arts. We have this book arts group here. They call themselves the Bag Ladies. And
Good night, Teresa.
I just didn't have the wherewithal Saturday to go. I had, I just was tired. I didn't want to go. I had too much other stuff to do. So anyways, they were worried about me because I haven't been to any meetings lately. But we were gone, and then, I had other stuff to do. Now, see, because my cutting was not precise, I'm getting some overlap, but I don't care. I don't worry about it. I just do it, and it'll be fine.
It looks good. Kathy, I will check out that. I know I'm subscribed to you, so I'll check out that video that you did with Kathy Arbor, and that'll be good.
Teresa's leaving. Good night, Teresa. Yes, Holly, it was nice that and we chatted for almost 45 minutes. Poor Jeff was probably hungry. But he didn't say anything. He just let me be. No, I don't want that. But the group meets every month, and I just haven't been, and so that's too many of those. That won't work. And so she just called to make sure I was doing all right. And I said, yeah, I'm doing all right. I just, been crazy busy.
Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I like the third layer. It kind of helped cover up some of the mistakes on the second layer. So now I've got to decide if I'm going to add in some. I was thinking about like some copper splatters or some gold splatters or something, but now I'm thinking about what Tanya said about flowers and trying to decide if I want to do that or not. Because I kind of like the monochromatic look. And anything else, I mean, I guess I could make flowers that are the same color, but that would take away from the leaves. If I'm going to do flowers, it would need to be different colors, don't you think?
I think.
Well, I was just thinking flowers that were like tiny little dots. Let me find a pen and a piece of paper. Let's see. This will do. It's like a straight line, and then like, so you could just do the darkest straight paint, very little water.
Okay.
See, like that?
Yeah.
Just make a dark line with your blue, and then make some little dots together with your paint. Cheryl says she doesn't see any mistakes.
Well, good.
This is a really old pad. I mean, it's old. I can't tell you how old, but it's pretty old. I've had it a long time. For some reason, something I've done has caused this to be off, and I'm trying to get it sorted out where it's fixed.
I'm going to mute for a second.
Because I don't like it being off. And every once in a while, you have to kind of just redo what you did.
So should I make the little flowers independent of these, or come from the side, or?
I was thinking coming up from the center of your leaves.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So that's what we're going to do.
Hi, Debbie. Okay, this one, I'm just going to set it aside for a few minutes because, you know, when it gets like this, you kind of got to just leave it be. It got an attitude. I don't like its attitude. Okay. Debbie, we're just piddling around. I'm making some Franken paper or quilted paper, and Lisa's painting with watercolors. We're just goofing off tonight.
Hi, Debbie. Glad you're here. Just trying to do something.
I have a drawing my son did in kindergarten that is framed, but I didn't hang it because it's big, and I hung all of these pictures in the hallway, and the bloody things have been falling off the wall. So I'm gonna have to refigure how I'm going to hang things because they're not hanging properly. That one doesn't work. Okay, and that one doesn't work. I put this one with this little out.
Okay, this is what it looks like now, and I think I'm going to call it done.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Remember, when these dry, you need to sign them. At least date them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna find a place to put it.
Okay. Now I got this. That's two different other kinds of paper we got it at Michael's.
Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Hobby Lobby. Sorry. These are Canson. One is called Moulin Del Rey or Del Roy, I think. And the other one is Montreal. I can't read it, so I'm not sure.
I think it was Montvale.
Montvale, yes, something like that. So, okay. Mm.
And now we wait.
Thank you, Cheryl. And now we wait. Let me show her. Show them where you're at right now while she's in the wait stage.
Oh,
Looks good.
Looks better in real life. I hope. What?
But Tanya just laughed at you. Okay. I think I'm just gonna
Cheryl says you should put that in a frame, Lisa. Yours, I think, is what
the
she's
blue one.
talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know where I would put the frame.
Well, I guess we're going to have to resort to putting big old holes in the wall. That's one of the problems with plaster. Is that, it's you cannot do everything that you might like to do.
That's true.
Okay. I think I'll wait on that one. This takes a long time. Mork and Minnie's house on my bedroom wall. Oh, Holly, I have forgotten about that show.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I think I had a little blue left on this brush, and when I mixed it with this yellow, it's not the same yellow as it
was
supposed to be.
Huh? As you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wipe out that part off my palette because I don't want that green. I don't want it green.
I must not be doing this quite right tonight. I'm having a lot more jigsaw type puzzle-y pieces. Of course, I didn't cut very neatly, so that's probably part of it.
Oh, goodness. I'm just going to play a little bit. I'm not going to.
Usually, if I keep my pieces in that on the 1/2 inch mark, then they kind of just flow together. And this is just not doing that. So it must just be. There we go. My inability to cut things, I think. I mean, it's still Tetrisy, but it's just, usually it just goes together a little better. Cheryl says the background she did with Kathy Arbor, she doesn't want to mess up. So
it's just going to stay a background.
That's all right. That's all right. I also keep getting glue stick all over me for some reason. Lisa, did I tell you I finally used up all those nasty, nasty baby wipes?
Oh, yay. Now you can move on to some good ones.
I still think they're cheap ones, but they aren't that nasty cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Debbie. This is more quilted. Since I have to cut the pieces in straight lines, I just, and it's easier to stitch if it's in straight lines. That's another part about it. I don't mind stitching them, but it's just easier to stitch if I don't have to do multiple different directions. Okay. I think we'll set that aside. Hi, Joan.
Yeah.
Hi, Joan. Well, we're glad you finally made it.
Yeah. I know it's frustrating when it gets like that. Okay. I need some 1.5 inch wide pieces is what I need, I think. So I may just stop and cut some before I go much further. Okay.
Well, I'm making some weird little flowers here, but at least it's letting me go ahead and paint and not having to wait till everything's dry to do something else. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I like these blue ones.
Possibly because they're the same density all the way through.
Possibly.
Yeah, Holly, it's always good to go to a group where you can stay home. Um, did I tell you all what happened with Mom? Yeah, I did tell you all what happened with Mom the other day. Her emergency call to us.
I'm thinking so, but I'm having trouble remembering what it was now.
Well, she called because she was freaked out. She was just absolutely sure a pipe had burst under the house, that she had water running.
Oh, uh-huh.
She had the toilet apart, and, it's not the toilet because the toilet's full. It's not running. So Jeff rushed over there. He went out and got tools and rushed over there. Walked in the bathroom and he checked the toilet and everything, and Mom came in and said, well, and he said, there's nothing wrong, and Mom said, well, I hear the water running, and he reached over and turned the vent fan off.
Oh, no.
The vent fan was on.
Oh, dear.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it was a good joke. We all got a giggle.
It's good when everybody can giggle.
Yeah.
It's one of those laugh or cry situations. So
Okay, we need some different pieces, I think. Although I like that. But then this one's going to be too shallow. But what about this one? No. Okay. We'll cut some more pieces before we go to that one. Shell says that you need to do a watercolor class. They're awesome.
Well, I need to take a watercolor class. I definitely don't need to be teaching one. But thank you, Cheryl. I could teach what I don't like about this class.
Oh dear. Mm-hmm.
That's true, Hannah. Hannah says, couldn't everyone know?
Yes, we could all teach that class, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we will. Maybe we can do something on this one. This one is poor little thing. It got left and didn't get added to. We need to add to it. One more piece that's that long. Yeah. What's Holly cooking? Made egg rolls for dinner. Ooh. Not agreeing with her. Did you fry them? Is that why, Holly? I have found lately that fried things don't like me.
Oh, no. I smeared the paint.
Oh, no.
Touched it to see if it was dry, and it wasn't.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that, dear.
I know. And now I know for sure.
Now you know the second time, right? Now you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
I know that I'm not supposed to do that.
No. How do you think it's looking?
I think it's looking great. When you get to a place that you think is good, I'll show it.
Yes, so that we can see it. Ah. Oh, it looks like I'm going to run out of glue stick. Ah. Okay, I need a 2.5 wide piece. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just kind of tired.
That's what really does me too, Holly, is eating too much really does me in. I do not do well when I eat too much. But then I also have a funny.
Kendra, it's good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're confined to your bed, but I'm glad you can join us.
Yes. Holly, I know that she's been in the hospital. I don't know, when and everything, because I just saw that one time that she was in the emergency room. So we're very glad you're here, dear. I need some bigger pieces on that one. Believe it or not, I'm finally getting warm.
Well, that's good.
I've been cold all day. I'm going to have to peel one of my layers off.
Well, go ahead. Get comfortable.
Well, I have to get up in a second. I'm going to have to go get another glue stick. So,
okay.
I'm going to have to be right back kind of thing.
Alrighty.
That, and I may have to get Jeff to make me another bottle of tea. I'm almost out. Can't have that.
No. Can't have that.
Yeah, my glue stick is dead. So, I will be right back.
Alrighty. What you need, huh? Just a second, and I'm going to show you where she's at right now. Oh, she's not ready for me to show you yet. Sorry. Okay, I'll go ahead and do these flower petals here then. Okay. Here we go. It looks a lot more brown on the screen. Not as much pink, but looking good. Okay. I forgot to do the centers while the flowers were wet, so it would spread. But I guess that's okay. These just don't have to spread. Everybody said that's very nice, Hannah.
Thank you.
They wanted to know if it was an Amish lady.
No.
No, she does have eyes. You just can't. They're closed. It's like she's praying. I don't know if she is or not, but that's what it looks like.
So were you guys talking about me while I was gone?
No, we should have, shouldn't we?
Mhm.
Tanya asked if we were talking about her while she was calling. I said no, but we should have.
You should have. Then just think of all the things you could have, you know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. Lisa, you're tired because it's getting late. Did you realize it's 9 o'clock?
I hadn't paid attention.
2 hours has just disappeared.
Pay attention. Just in general.
Just in
It's
general.
in
Anna
general.
says she never pays attention, just in general.
I see. Oh dear, Kendra. Oh, I should have heard what Lisa said. Mm-hmm.
They're making stuff up, Tanya.
I know. This much I know. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have to cut these pieces of paper one at a time. Okay.
This is where I should have got out my gold pen here. Oh well. We'll just
That would have been pretty.
Yeah, it would have. Okay, I'm going to show y'all kind of what it looks like now.
Oh, it's pretty, Lisa.
Yeah.
Now,
I
are
got
you
to
going
add
to bring them all together
leaves.
like into a bouquet or something?
Well, I was thinking some stems and leaves, maybe.
Uh-huh. Sorry, guys, for being all, whatever you want to call this.
Sniffly.
Snuffly. Uh-huh. Snuffly. At least I don't have to worry about not being able to take something. I take almost no medication. So, Jeff is on several medications. So there's a lot of things he absolutely cannot take. Janet was so good and sweet to tell me about I think it's Coricidin is what she told me, if I remember correctly. And so I went to the pharmacist right away and got him some, and he felt better because of it. Well, I just, I can take just about anything. So it has helped, because if you could have heard me yesterday, the sneezing was unreal until I took it.
Well, I'm glad it's helping.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more snuffly today, but less sneezy.
Yeah.
Kind of dopey.
Dopey, but not sneezy, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of dopey and sleepy,
All those other characters.
and I'm definitely not Doc. Good night, Kendra dear. Now, Holly says it looks like 4th of July fireworks.
That does
Fireworks
kind of
flowers.
July, yeah, flower works. Okay, yeah.
Flowerworks, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Can I use this spot right here to mix some green?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Which blue should I put with that yellow here? Okay.
Alka-Seltzer for a cold? I've never taken Oh, I can't take Alka-Seltzer. It has bubbles, doesn't it, Cheryl? Doesn't Alka-Seltzer bubble? That is something I can't do. I can't do bubbles. No soda, no beer. Nothing, no champagne, nothing with bubbles. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that then. I've had surgery done to my stomach. I didn't have my esophagus had eroded at the base of it. So I didn't have a closure. And because of it, I'm not allowed any bubbles. I haven't had a Coke with bubbles in it for years, which makes me very sad because I did like Coke. And I do miss beer with pizza. I mean, I don't drink very much, but I did like beer with pizza. Lisa, you're being all quiet. And Hannah's not talking to you either, so.
We're being boring. We're both working over here.
Without bubbles, Holly? Well, I'll tell you what. A swallow of Coke or beer, and I'm in serious pain, so it's not worth bubbles. Lay down on the floor.
I think I'm about done with the skin. It'll overdo it.
Okay, let me show.
Well, let's see. Oh, wow.
Looks really good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Tanya said, wow. Uh-oh. You're green now.
Lori, yes, I do. There's actually one in the fridge right now. But do you know that when you actually want the bubbles out of the Coke, it's hard to get them out? It takes about a week or week and a half. I don't know when I put that Coke in there. I opened it ages ago. If you didn't want it to go flat, it would go flat overnight. But when you want it to go flat, but yes, I do drink it once in a great while without the bubbles in it. But you're right, it is not the same. It's kind of yucky. And beer is absolutely disgusting flat. Oh dear, Lori. Honestly, Cheryl, I can still feel the bubbles when you could shake it up and open it and it'll still have enough bubbles in it the next morning that, you could open it, shake it, try to get the bubbles out. It'll still have bubbles in it. Yeah, Cheryl, they make they have those machines where you put the carbonation in it yourself. One of my nieces has that, or she's my cousin's daughter, so she's really a second cousin or something like that. But she has one of those machines, and I had thought about that, and I got some of it, but it's pretty nasty. I've really learned to live without it most of the time. We're going to put in a big piece just because I want a big piece. Yep, flat beer is pretty nasty. I must agree with that one.
If you want to go on in, you can. You don't have
Oh,
to
Lisa, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
What size is that? It looks about 5 by 7.
Probably about that.
Close.
Yeah. Let me find a ruler. Is there a ruler somewhere you can see, Hannah?
Well, it's close enough. I was just curious. It'd make a pretty cover plate for a journal.
This is where I'm gonna leave it for now.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was someplace you could move it so I could scoot over a little bit and be more relaxed. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, she's tired, ready to go in.
Aha.
And I'm trying to get some greenery on these flowers.
Yes, she is for having her other arm in the sling, or is it not in the sling right now, Lisa?
Oh, it's in there.
Uh-huh. I think I need to pick a different one.
Oh, good night, Lucia.
Good night, dear. I'll try to have maybe one of these stitched up. Oh, you don't usually make my Sundays. I'll try to take some pictures of them when I get them finished and put them in the group so that you can see them. Ugh, got glue all over the table. And all over that. Yuck. Well, I really do not like these glue sticks, but I got them and I'm not going to throw them away.
Yeah.
And the day I was desperate and bought them, they were a special at Joann's, and I got a huge box of them. So,
oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch of them. I've been going through them. Yeah, Cheryl, and part of it was because at first she didn't know that Hannah was going to be able to stream with her, be out there with her. And so she was having Hannah tape them down for her ahead of time. And she has multiple boards taped down so that she would be able to do several pieces tonight.
Yeah, it's handy having a daughter to do that part. Plus, it just makes it easier. You don't have to stop and try to do it. Okay, I feel like it needs a little something, something, but I don't know what. What do you think?
Let me see. Well, the white is a little stark,
It is.
but
Uh,
you're going to have to be really careful if you try to put, and you want to put some kind of light wash in it. You're going to have to make sure that the other is real dry and that you don't get your wash too close to it.
I know, and I'm not sure I'm gifted enough to do that. Of course, I could put the blue, like sky or something, coming towards the flowers from the corners.
That's what I would do. I would come from the edge in
Yeah,
and make it lighter as it gets to the flowers and just be really careful to stay away from your flowers. And I would put it in kind of as a wash. Good night, Kathy.
but not something to do right now.
Okay. Yeah, I would let it get dry.
Well, I think I'm gonna decide that we need to get off here about 9:30.
Okay, that's fine, hon. Um, I didn't sleep, so I'm good with that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm finally beginning to sleep again because my arm is not waking me up in the night. So
In the
that
night.
shows
Yep.
good progress.
Yep. It does. Um, well, I usually sleep a few hours. Last night I didn't sleep at all, so it was just one of
Yeah.
those nights.
Mm.
And I was already tired from last week's part of
Good
it.
night, Kathy. Sleep well.
Yep.
Well, that was a fun little um, flower mixture to do.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's beautiful. And if you had thought you could have put a background in first and then, and laid it in before you put your flowers down.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fine if you just, go from dark to light and just don't get real close to your flowers. Oh, Janet's going to bed too. Good night, Jan. Oh,
Good night,
no.
Janet. Oh, it was
Kathy's
Kathy.
going and she was saying good night to
Oh, okay.
Yes, Cheryl, it is a good thing that it's healing up.
I'm very grateful.
Did you have another laser today? Is it Mondays
Yes,
and
I did.
Thursdays?
Mondays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And he said he could tell, look at it, because when they do the laser treatment, the place where it's damaged
Yes.
gets really red,
Oh.
but the rest around it doesn't. So he could tell that the damaged spaces were not as
big.
numerous and that it's not as deep now. It's more muscular and not like tendon and
Uh-huh.
ligament. So all of that is showing signs of good healing. It's just patience, which I'm not very good at.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. Oh. Excuse me. I do apologize. Whew.
Well, we don't have to wait till 9:30. We could just get off now.
Oh no,
It is.
I'm just no. That wasn't really what I meant. I just meant that I was snuffling. I was just like I'm like the snuffleupagus. It's like disgusting. Oh,
Well, we've all been there. So
yeah.
here's
The
my
big.
swatch now that it's dry.
Oh, that's so pretty, just like it is. Now, are you going to do the other half?
No, the other half was for if you wanted to, like, if you took the like the half I did and you did
Mhm.
more of one color, like more of the cool colors
Okay.
and less of the warm colors, and then or something where you put in um like more one and less B, because
Uh-huh.
they're one on the bottom and B on the side. And then at the top, you could do more B and less one and see the difference, that it makes to have more of one color than the other. But
Yeah.
I just tried to mix them about half and half, as close as I could get to half and half.
Well, swatches are always pretty to me, you know.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Holly, it might be. When I had trouble with my elbow and my hip, the chiropractor worked and worked and worked with both and couldn't help. And I finally had to go get shots in both.
Well, I think
But
it's
I
kind
had
of
let
laser
him.
treatments. It's new to my chiropractor. It's a kind of a newer thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that means it's new, in general, for them to have that available, or if it's just new to her. Um, but they went, and did a class on how to use it and what uses it was best for and all of that. And they, I was looking at the list of things, and one of the things on there was migraines, which really surprised me.
Huh.
But and back when I was having migraines every week, I would have gladly tried that. But I don't have to deal with that since I started eating keto, so I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I think, Holly, I saw that you had posted one. I haven't had a chance to be online today. Was very busy today, so I didn't even get on the computer until tonight. So I just kind of scanned through it, and I have to go back and look at all the pages that everybody posted. The other thing is that we're all bad about letting it go until it's been too long.
Yeah.
That's what my biggest problem has been, is that I let it go until it was a serious issue.
I want to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had gone sooner and taken care of it sooner, I would have had less problems.
Well, you
Okay.
always think, well, I just need to rest it.
Right. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
And I rested it the first week, in the first part of December.
Mhm.
Maybe not as completely as I have been these last 2 weeks, but I was being pretty good. And then I thought it wasn't getting better, so I thought, well, maybe it's atrophying. Maybe I need to work it.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong plan. And it wasn't until after I had done that for a couple of weeks that I was telling the chiropractor about it. I mean, I told her it hurt,
Yeah.
but then she said, well, maybe you need to just rest it. so I've been being really, really good. She
I'm
was
trying to
adjusting it, doing, those kinds of things, and was surprised it wasn't helping. And
Yeah.
she finally said, well, you're just doing too much with it. That's what it is. Even adjusting it as much as it could help, it wasn't, because
It
you
was.
just kept on using it.
Yeah.
So, well, it's okay to not be able to mop the floors, Holly. Get one of those boys to mop the floors.
That's right. Mhm.
It's good to have an excuse not to do that. I don't vacuum because of my back. So,
Um Jeff does most of our vacuuming. I found a long time ago that I could push the lawnmower, but I couldn't vacuum very well. So if I'm going to do the whole house, if the whole house needs done, Jeff usually does it. And I'm always glad to go out. Now we have a riding mower, so I'm always glad to go out and ride the mower.
Yeah.
Now he usually does it because I have been trying to work, more hours than I had been getting done. But as far as cleaning, Jeff is very good at it. He might not clean it the way I clean it, but it gets done and I don't have to do it. And that's really what matters.
Yeah, that's really good. That's the important thing.
That's right. It gets done and I don't have to do it. So now his idea of cooking is to go to the fast food place and bring it home. Oh, yes. Yeah. If you're going to have company for dinner, you kind of got to do that stuff. So, but Lisa, when I get these glued down, I think I'm done.
Well, I'm done already. So I'm
Okay.
just sitting here chatting, and
Okay.
I'll be happy to be done when you are.
Okay. That sounds good.
We thank all of you for coming.
Yes, we do.
I just saw my chiropractor's husband does the laser treatments, and so I didn't even really talk to her today. But I'll see her on Wednesday, and maybe I'll have less requirements after Wednesday. He told me that he thought it was okay for me to take it out of the sling and move it around quite a bit. Don't let it stay too.
Yeah, don't
Just don't do
overwork it.
anything with weight,
Yeah.
or move it to those places where it hurts. And but he said not to let myself do that all day, because I'll end up doing stuff I shouldn't if I start thinking I could use it, and it's not ready for that. So, oh, thank you, Susan. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did too. It was fun to be able to do something, and it was fun to visit.
Well, I mean, this wasn't very exciting to watch me glue paper, but it's gotten it about half done, so that's what matters.
Yeah.
Lisa, could you ask your chiropractor something for me?
Okay.
Find out if they make orthotics to go in your shoes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but the only places I've ever seen do that, or podiatrist.
Okay. Well, because
I mean,
our chiropractor in South Dakota did it in his office.
yeah.
And they actually sent them off to Canada to be made. And I actually had been to a podiatrist that did the exact same kind in Alabama, and then the chiropractor did it. And the chiropractor here that I see does it, but they don't do the same kind.
Oh, well, I'll ask her, but
ask her, and then ask her if she does say yes. Ask her if they ship them off to Canada, ship the information off to Canada, have them built.
Okay.
Because
and if she doesn't, she might know someone who does.
Right. And because if she does, there's nobody here in town that does that kind.
Okay.
And I might just get an appointment while I'm there.
I need to write that down so I won't forget. Well, where'd I put my
Yes, guys, sweet dreams to all of you, and thanks for coming and visiting with us. I'm liking this. I'm I never know what they're going to turn out like until I've, done a few of them.
Okay. I got it written down. I'm going to stick it on my computer where I put all my notes.
Okay. Does that mean you'll remember?
There, I won't find it. So,
I won't remember.
all
That's what
righty.
happens.
Thank you all. Oh, Linda just came in and now we're leaving.
And we're leaving.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
fudge buckets.
Maybe you can watch the replay. Oh, I'm so
it's in the
sorry.
middle
you're
of the
not
night.
sleeping.
I'm sorry you can't sleep, dear. Oh, okay. I'm ready to go, Lisa. I'll see you. Wait until I see you. Oh, guys, do remember we will not be on tomorrow.
Right, right.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it after I see you Wednesday. I'll call you or something. We'll talk.
Okay, that sounds good, hon.
Okay, blessings all. Good night.
Good night.